I would definitely say this is the cleanest hood that I have done so far. We're back. Welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a slight hiatus from the wiring project, and I'm gonna mess with this new hood that I got here. Now this is gonna be the third hood that I've put on the Z, and that's because the first one flew up and got destroyed when I forgot to put the hood pins in one time. The second one is green, and it's actually pretty good, but it was accounting for the metal piping going to the supercharger, and we're not gonna run that anymore. So with this new one, we're not going to have a cutout for the metal piping, and it's gonna hopefully be a little bit cleaner and tighter cutout around the supercharger. Now, I have a strategy for how I'm gonna do this, but it's going to use both hoods actually. And apparently it's gonna take up this entire table, so I need to get everything off of here. I feel like it literally takes 2 seconds for the garage to become a total mess again, and then it takes half a day of cleaning to get it back to how it was. So I've cut a hole in these hoods so many times that I know roughly where everything needs to be. But what I'm thinking of doing here is basically just laying this hood on top of the new one and then using it as a rough outline so that I can trace probably a little bit inside of this hole. We're not gonna have this section right here at all because we're not gonna have the charge pipe going up to the supercharger. And then hopefully we can get everything a little bit tighter here. So first thing I need to do is figure out exactly what needs to be inset in order to make it tighter around the supercharger. So I'm looking here and I'm seeing all the space we have around the supercharger. This angled cut could come down here. This could just be a little circle. This could be tighter into the side. That could be tighter into the side. The top looks perfect. This could definitely be tighter around the pulley. Could almost have it poke inside the pulley a little bit if it comes down at the right angle. This looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Could be a little bit tighter. And then this whole area, I actually did a cutout for this nose cone here, and that's obviously not gonna be needed because we have this now. So we can go basically straight down right here, and then here we'll go inside a bit. Let's go like this. And then let's do sort of same thing here. Need a straight edge. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit more like this. And then where does it need to come in? I'd say probably like 2/3 of the way down here. So maybe right here. This is pretty dang close. I'm gonna do a little bit inside here. Do a little bit inside here, but not much. And let's do sort of. Okay, this could definitely be way smaller. So let's do very inside of this. And we can make this like pretty rounded too if there's enough space. I think that's sort of what my issue was before. I actually had to make this substantially bigger because there just wasn't enough room to get my cutting disc inside of a cut that tight. This can be a little bit inside, pretty spot on to where this is at. And I think this is gonna be something like this. So yeah, I think we can actually trace this pretty spot on. This can be a little inside. Okay, I think that's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. So let's do the first cut. I like how there's a bunch of crap inside of this hood. Always wear protection. Just working on the Z in the garage. What are you doing? Because it's dead, I guess. We got no batteries that are working and so close to getting this to where I can break it out. HFC 134A. This must have been a newer car. It's crazy. Got absolutely no battery, and neither of these batteries will even charge because it says they're overheated. I wonder if Lucas has a battery that I could steal. Here's a battery I will temporarily steal from Lucas. Hey. Dang, I still should cut more of that off. Dang, I'm about to steal Lucas's battery again. Oh, shit. I almost just ate shit. It's like I didn't even see that chair there at all. Oh my God. Nice. Fuck. All right, it's another day. I'm back. I've got some more tools for working on the hood and some renewed energy. And I've got a little tiny baby project that's gonna take like 2 seconds that I'm about to do, which is installing this magnetic mount for my radar detector on the little dome light fixture from between the T-tops. So I'm about to drill some holes and then I'm gonna rivet this thing in place. Nice. Tangled around the vacuum. So this is what this will look like inside. It's just hanging like this, and then my radar detector magnetizes. Rivets are freaking awesome. Back to the hood. First thing I'm gonna do is a test fit to see how the hood sits on there. Now what I'm gonna do is just take the hood and lay it over this sort of slowly and try to not scratch the supercharger while I'm doing it. And then we'll see how close everything is and see if anything else needs to be substantially altered before we sand it really clean. So this is the moment of truth. Wow, that's really close. How's this lining up over here? Wow. So that's gonna need to be trimmed up just a hair. We can do that. That's really tight and nice around the pulley. Wow, this is honestly really good. Yeah, that's sitting in there nice. Yeah, so that's about how it's gonna sit. I would definitely say this is the cleanest hood that I have done so far. The back is looking damn near perfect. That's crazy. This could definitely that could come back that way more. Let's get that Sharpie. Where did I put the Sharpie? What the helly? Where the hell is the Sharpie? How do I, oh, it's on the back of the Z right here. But I mean, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, so let me show you a little bit better what this looks like.
Stay in school, kids.
Pretty dang good. This is definitely the tightest that I have ever had the supercharger cut out. It looks good. I really wish I could fix this issue with like the lines going from my lighting here, but hopefully you can make out what's going on even with that. So here's some additional cut I'm gonna make because that's touching that. Obviously I need to get new bolts that aren't so rusty too, but that's gonna have more of a curve like that. This corner will be finished out. That corner will be finished out. This corner will be finished out. This will sort of come out like this, and then this is gonna come to a more sharp square here to give more space for that. And then this is gonna open up more, so we've got more space around this. And I think it'll be really nice. Okay, I really gotta fix that flicker. I gotta be able to do something. Still has the freaking flicker. Have we gotten rid of the lines? No, we have not. I've been sitting here messing with this thing trying to fix it. We might have fixed the frame rate issue, maybe. We'll see. I think I just needed to put it at 60 frames a second. Maybe 100 frames per second fixed it. So I got some sandpaper and I also got my grinder. So I'm gonna go around using the grinder and open this up a little bit more. Really, this didn't charge all night. All right, I'm gonna do some sanding by hand. Oh my gosh. I want to make this really smooth and clean, but then also sanding down the edges of the paint is going to help keep the paint from peeling off anymore. And I mean, it's going to be repainted eventually, but oh, what the flicker? That was weird. That was really weird. I got flicker issues with this camera, or really with my lights, but my iPhone doesn't have flicker issues with the lights. I don't know, man. An iPhone's honestly such a great camera. Wow. Oh, those hood pins. Just like I said, hood pins are in the way. Wow, that's a freaking nice fit though. Freaking nice fit. That's just absolutely beautiful. Here, look at this. So this is pretty close to close down. Such a nice, beautiful, sexy fit. Does this have clearance? Yes, it does. I have to say, God, I have to say, I'm a freaking genius. I have a lot of skill and it manifested in this. That's sick. You can't say that's not sick. Come on. Okay, go away with the refresh. There we go. It's coming back. What the heck is happening? Oh my God.